What is going on, everyone? It is Tyler McKinney back here again, and today we're getting back into the USFL. Hey, 2 out of 4 ain't bad. Now, if it's your first time here, glad to have you. If you're a return viewer, thanks for coming back, and thanks for watching more videos. And if you haven't yet, seriously, consider subscribing. Now, you know I give you a thumbs up at the end of every video, and I'd appreciate it if you'd give me one down there as well. You know that every like and every subscribe definitely helps out the channel. And speaking of helping out the channel, your comments do as well. And so today I'm asking, what's your favorite animal? I have 2, and I'm allowed to have 2. Why? Because I'm the host. Seriously, I made it up. I can do whatever I want. So my 2 favorite animals would have to be the cheetah and the great white shark. I love them both. I love the cheetah because it's fast. I was always fast, and I mean, I would consider myself still fast, but I was always enamored by the cheetah just by their speed. And the great white shark, I think sharks are cool. Even back when I was in 4th grade, we had to do a ocean quest project, and you had to pick an animal from the sea, and I picked the great white shark, and I think that they're really cool. Just a really cool kind of seafaring killing machine. They're really neat. And yes, I do love Shark Week, and it is amazing. So there you have it. But I'd like to know down in the comments your favorite animal. Now, I might have taken too much time with that, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's just get into the content here, though. And listen, we got 2 of the 4 coaches. The rest of the 4 head coaching positions are filled. We're down to 2 left. And, listen, on Twitter, some people were actually pretty upset about that, which was kind of surprising to me. But then again, these days, Twitter's kind of a cesspool. But it was kind of weird because, we thought we were going to get all 4, but we didn't. So let's talk about that elephant that's in the room, because that one is one that I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, well, they just don't have their stuff together. And it just shows that they're just rushing this thing, and they really need to take their time, and they need to just slow this thing down, that they're not watching what they're doing. Or it just could be that they wanted to extend this on out. But it just felt like with the reports that we were getting that we were going to get all 4 of them, but we ended up only getting 2 of them. And yes, I missed on both of these hires. None of them were in my list, and I didn't even come close with them at all. And I was actually kind of surprised with kind of where they went. Neither one of these guys are guys that I think are going to be controversial. Skip Holtz is a great coach. I know that, he didn't end it too well there. Louisiana Tech there at the end, but really, he had a great coaching career there, has had a great coaching career. He's a winning coach throughout his whole career. Wherever he's gone, he has won, and he's won with his guys, he's won with other people's guys. He knows how to coach, and his father was a great coach, a great motivator. If you've never seen his father, Lou Holtz, speak, it is just a treat. I got to see Lou Holtz in person, speak in front of a whole bunch of high school head coaches. There really are very few people that speak like he does. He grabs your attention. He grabs a room with his stuff. But Skip Holtz, his son, Junior here, I think that he's going to be a really good fit here for the USFL, because he knows how to take every bit of talent and get that out of the players. And I know, listen, I get it. He comes off of a 3-win season, and that with his last season. But I think I'm looking up here. I think that, Birmingham, it's going to be a good place for him. He's got the Holtz name that's going to bring, stuff into this league. And so I'm excited to see what he does, because, when the talent is a little bit more even, I think that his coaching style is going to shine through, and his ability to coach is really going to shine through. So I'm excited with that. Now, this next one, I'll be honest with you, Kirby Wilson, I couldn't have told you who he was, where he comes from, what before this. And so I looked him up, and pretty much this guy, literally for his whole career, has been a running backs coach from place to place to place to place to place. But as I looked at him, the interesting thing for me here with him is he is coached in some very, very well-run NFL programs. And so, as I'm looking through this, of course, he was, I think it's kind of cool. I saw, something that like, the Mike Tomlin coaching tree is taking over the USFL with Todd Haley and now with Wilson here. And, this guy, he was in the Patriots organization. He was in the Steelers organization. This guy has spent some time, with true professionals in the NFL that know how to coach, been under them for many years, and understands how to be professional. The key is he a head coach? Because there are a lot of guys that, are really good coordinators, are really good position coaches, but don't really end up doing well as the head guy, especially as not only the head guy, but the manager, and so that's kind of an interesting kind of fit here. And, I'm curious to see how he will do, but I would say, being under generals like, Tomlin and being under guys like Belichick, I would imagine that he is going to do very, very well. He has a lot of ties in the NFL, which I think is going to be very enticing for a lot of these players coming in. And if you notice, these are two more guys that are offensive-minded guys getting hired as head coaches. And, so we'll see what will transpire with this and what we'll get. Kirby Wilson could be really the next big hot thing. I mean, I think that, he has the opportunity here. The sky's really the limit with him. I think that Skip Holtz, you kind of know what you're getting with him, but he could rejuvenate his career here in the USFL, find a really nice spot, a niche for himself here with that. But it is really interesting to me to see these college head coaching guys that have gotten hired so far, and the hires that they have been making, and has been brought to my attention by a few different people. I'm not going to take credit for this, and I've seen it on Twitter that these are guys that Moose Johnson has reached out to, and it looks like Moose is kind of been some of the guy that's bringing some of these people in, and it kind of, I could see that, and it would kind of show with some of these names that have been popping up here in these things, because they're not, well, what I thought would be, you're either guys who have been in this space before, or Woods' guys, and so I'm liking what I'm seeing here with this. I really think that there's some good opportunities here. On the last two hires, if we want to sit here and, speculate on that some with it, do I think that they have their guys picked? Yeah, I think the deal's done. I think that, they're just not ready to put it out there yet. And we might even get it tomorrow, being Friday, getting that information. I think that we'll probably have that on Friday, and that they're just kind of wanting to break it up. Yeah, get the news out there like that. They've been doing this as we let the public know when we want them to know. This isn't, leaks of guy talking here, a leak of a guy talking there. It's, it isn't a lot of that, speculation. Well, these guys have been in talks. Oh yeah, well, we heard rumor of this. You're not getting a lot of that, which shows me that they do have this figured out, as opposed to, what other people, are saying with it. I do notice that you have to put the two and two together with the Wilson with the ties to Pittsburgh, trying to bring in that Pittsburgh audience. Holtz with the Holtz name and that. So you're still seeing some ties here and there to, these regional teams, because I do think after this year they have to move, back to the regions of where these teams are from and that with it. So all in all, pretty good. Nothing crazy here. nothing weird or out of the ordinary with it. I think that Wilson could be a gem here, and I think we might even see just how good of a coach Lou Holtz's son Skip actually is here, and he might be able to rise out of his father's shadow there a little bit, because I think sometimes he is not given the credit that he's due because of whose son he is. In that with it. So we'll see where that goes. But anyways, those are my thoughts. As always, I want to know your thoughts. Give me your thoughts down in the comment section, and we'll continue the conversation on down there. All right, guys, listen, I know that you're busy, and I know that I'm busy, so let's get on out of here. You have a good night. Bye.